know, with the day this beautiful, I'm going to say good afternoon. I want to hear you. Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for being here today. I think the song running through my head right now is, don't it always go to show you don't know what you got till it's gone, right? And last year it was gone. I know year after year after year we do this press conference and we all say ready, set, go. And we all know there's a whole lot of work ahead of us and you kind of breathe heavy and go, oh. But last year we actually missed it, right? But we got a chance to take a look back to see how important this event, this parade is to this city. It always kind of pushes that reset button on our heart and our soul. And so this year we're getting ready to do that again, thankfully. Because last year Mayor Turner woke up on Thanksgiving morning and had no place to go, like a lot of us. But you got some place to go this year, Mayor Turner, so come on up here.
Look, thank you, Deborah. Please give it up to Deborah Duncan again. She's always saying yes, 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 yes. So thank you. One of these days you're going to send us a bill. So thank you so very much. But we appreciate it. Look, the holiday season is my favorite time to sing. I said sing. See, you got me in that spirit already. But it's the favorite time of the year. I'm especially excited this year because the iconic and historic 72nd annual HEB Thanksgiving Day Parade will return on Thursday, November the 25th. Give it up, you know. This fall, after many months, and live and in-person events are significantly returning and just in time for the holidays. Being able to ring in the season together highlight the importance of civic events, and so many have enjoyed this free, family-friendly parade for more than 70 years. And I look forward to seeing Houstonians lining the downtown streets as we celebrate together on Thanksgiving morning. And Deborah is right. Last year when I woke up, you know, I was getting ready to come to the Thanksgiving parade. But it was not the case. But this year, we're all excited and ready to go. Our generous sponsors make events like this a reality, and I appreciate their continuous support. When we were amidst a pandemic and not able to safely roll a parade last year, all of our sponsors joined me to host a drive-through Thanksgiving Day meal distribution. And I mean all of our sponsors, so give it up to them for staying with us and supporting us, even though we had to reimagine things. Folks, this is what cooperation is all about and corporate philanthropy is all about. Our sponsors pivoted to provide meals to thousands of Houston families, and I'm so very grateful to all of you. Lisa, thank you, and the HEB family for your support to keep this 72nd-year-old Thanksgiving Day tradition alive. And I also want to commend you for your leadership in keeping grocery stores open and shelves stocked. So to the cashiers, the stockers, the truck drivers, we really appreciate what they have done over the last 20 months. Your commitment to your employees and the community during this pandemic serves as a beacon of inspiration to all of us, and we are so very grateful. The largest, and let me underscore, the largest rodeo in the world, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, returns not only as a parade sponsor, but the rodeo will return in the spring. Give it up to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And this year, I'm going to ride the bull. When it comes out the gate, it's going to buck, you know. Let me stop lying, because people say, yeah, you see what's going to ride. But it will be a virtual experience as I ride, but be there in person to watch the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Chris Bowman and the entire Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Board of Directors and your volunteers, let me thank you for your sponsorship and your support of our community. Chris, you've just been an invaluable supporter, sponsor, and I can't say enough for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, so thank you all so very, very much. And then HCA Houston Healthcare has a network of 16 hospitals located throughout the greater Houston and South Texas, and they have been busy. The healthcare field has showed us all during the pandemic. And the bravery and sacrifice of our doctors and nurses are remarkable. Day after day, They have committed themselves to the care and improvement of human life above all else. And I want to thank them, Dr. Kelly Nations and team, for your investment in this parade. And the people of Houston, you are the true heroes that walk amongst us. Give it up to HCA. And we pause for station identification, you know. Yes, KHOU is the best. I understand that. I got that. You know. And then bringing Santa to town to close out the parade is Highland Village Shopping Center. Give it up to Highland Village Shopping Center. I want to thank my good friend Heidi Babuti and team for their continued support of this parade and for helping us to get all the holiday spirit that we can. I want to encourage everyone to get your holiday shopping started at Highland Village and to enjoy those beautifully lit palm trees along Westheimer. Highland Village has just been there every time. Heidi, let me just thank you personally for your support. It really means everything, and it enables us to put on a high quality parade every year. So Highland Village Shopping Center, Heidi Babuti, give it up to them again. Couldn't do any of this without the council members. So Councilmember Carla Cisneros, I know I saw her. That's how they come in, you know. Councilmember Carla Cisneros, Councilmember Sally Alcorn, and then, and Councilmember Mike Knox right behind us. Give it up to the council members. The Hyatt Regency downtown Houston is our official hotel for the parade, offering special packages for the holiday season. Air Gas and Air Liquide company provides the helium for our high-flying balloons. And thank you to Goya and Seek National Center for being part of the parade. Our broadcast partner, KHOU TV Channel 11. For those watching at home, good morning to Houston. It's Deborah Duckett show. I want to thank them because they've always been there. You can't have the parade if you don't have the television sponsor. So KHOU TV Channel 11, thank you so very, very, very much. Okay, and then thanks to Civic Events, Special Events, Susan Christian. Give it up to Susan Christian. And all of the staff of Special Events, raise your hands. Everybody on the staff, thank you all so very, very much. Look, they step up every time when you're doing about 1,700 events in any given year. That's asking a whole lot, but somehow they manage to get it done with high quality. So I certainly want to thank Susan and her team and Special Events for all the hard work it takes to produce a wonderful parade of this magnitude. And let me tell you, it is one that is befitting of the fourth largest city. In fact, the people in New York say it's the best. L.A., they say it's the best. Chicago, they say it's the best, But unfortunately, I just wanted to put that in. I know they said it. They may not have said it to me personally, but I heard it in my ear. And so I look forward to seeing all of you downtown on Thanksgiving morning. And it's my pleasure now to introduce our title sponsor, where I go and get my turkey and all the stuff for my dressing that I make. I just go right on over to HEB. And so let me just bring up Lisa Hefferman, Senior Director of Public Affairs of HEB Houston. Lisa.
Thank you for moving that mic so I don't have to do that myself. Thank you, Mayor Turner. It's so wonderful to be kicking off the parade with you today after we had to reimagine our favorite tradition last year. I'm so excited to see the festive action in person and enjoy the energy of just being together. My fellow HEB partners and I are so proud to once again join the City of Houston and Mayor Turner in sharing Thanksgiving with our fellow Houstonians. We're always thankful for the privilege to celebrate. Whether it's leading this fantastic parade through downtown, sharing with those in need, or filling your holiday tables with the freshest and most flavorful foods available. Needless to say, we are thrilled to ensure that this tradition continues. As you know, here at HEB, we like to shake things up every year to showcase even more pageantry, more pizzazz, and plain old fun. So with that, let me give you a few highlights from this year's parade. We'll open the parade with a tremendous performance from Cirque du Soleil's Alegria. That performance officially kicks off their U.S. tour here in Houston. I just got chills saying that. It's really going to be nice to see theater again after all this time. We hope you enjoy an exceptional peek at this amazing show. Following tradition, we'll have no less than 14 floats and 20 high-flying balloons gliding through the route. My personal favorite, Tom Turkey and Santa Claus, will make special appearances along with marching bands, special performance, the Apache Bells, and so much more. And we get to be together. That is the best piece of all of it. While the 72nd annual HEB Thanksgiving Day Parade is free and open to the public, we hope you will all be there with us. I'm happy to share that we once again will offer a limited number of seats at the parade starting route. You can buy these tickets on a first-come, first-service at HoustonThanksgivingParade.org. Thank you, Mayor Turner. Thank you so much for allowing us to join you. Deborah, it's back to you.
Thank you very much, Lisa. It's funny, all my friends who move in from out of town, from Chicago, New York, and LA, they're like, oh my God, have you been to the HEB? That place is amazing. They have all kinds of things there. By the way, y'all did all the decorating here too, right? Look how nice this is. This is so pretty. You can do it for your home. Even an orange like mic screen. That's pretty awesome. All right, there are several things that give this city its designation. Obviously, the fourth largest, the most diverse, but the other that we're so proud of is that we have the largest medical district in the world. If you're going to get sick someplace, you may as well do it here. They are one of our sponsors, and as Mayor Turner talked about a little bit earlier, 24/7, our medical community is busy improving and saving lives. And when COVID hit, that became a much bigger task. So please welcome Ms. Kelly Nations, Chief Nurse Executive with HCA Houston Healthcare, to offer her remarks.
Thank you, Deborah. And I don't think anyone is more excited about this parade than me, because that tells me that our community is getting well. And so I'm super excited about that. So HCA Healthcare's mission is, above all else, we are committed to the care and improvement of human life. And that passion for care really extends into our communities beyond our hospital walls. And what greater individuals to do that with than the partners that we have here today. They really help us provide that high quality care to those individuals that need it in our communities. And with this as our focus, I am so pleased that HCA Houston Healthcare will be a sponsor this year again with the 72nd annual HEB Thanksgiving Day Parade. And these past 2 years have really been quite an adventure. As y'all can imagine, it's been pretty scary at times, as well as really rewarding. And they've been very arduous, but we have had so many examples of courage throughout our healthcare community, and I'm just so excited about the work that they've done and all the accomplishments that we've been able to celebrate. And I've really witnessed the Houston community and the Texas Gulf Coast region band together and to really help support our healthcare colleagues as they're caring for our patients. They really celebrated our healthcare colleagues and supported them with meals and music and just really all kinds of support. And so we are so grateful to Cirque du Soleil. We are so excited about that, and the City of Houston for providing HEB and HCA Houston healthcare colleagues with tickets to an evening of entertainment and appreciation. And special thanks to our partners. We look forward to a great event this year, and I am just certain that the Thanksgiving Day Parade is going to be a huge success again. Thanks so much.
This just in from Lisa Healthman. Plenty of toilet paper. You might have to fight over the Topo Chico. Topo Chico might be a fight, okay? Don't hoard the Topo Chico, people. Okay. When we had to announce that things were closing down here in Houston, it was right before the world's largest livestock show and rodeo. And they had to cowboy up and figure out where to close things down, but also figure out how to keep money coming in. And that's that maverick spirit to raise money for those scholarships. I got to tell you, I love working with the rodeo during the parade because one year they actually were on the streets directing the floats. And one of your guys looked up at Santa Claus and I and said, "Santa, turn." All right. When you can tell Santa what to do, you know you're a big dog. All right, Chris Bowman, the president and CEO of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Well, howdy. It's good to be here today. I have to tell you, this is the exact weather we're going to have in March, right here. This is the exact weather. So we'll do that. And if we have this weather for 20 days in March, I will make the mayor get on a bull, and I'll get on one with him. How about that? But thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thanks, Mayor Turner, and thanks, Ms. Duncan, for having us here today. It is truly a pleasure to be with you, to be outside, to be in this great environment. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo has been a proud sponsor of the annual HEB Thanksgiving Day Parade since 2017. And this year, we are excited again to lend our support to the annual parade as a sponsor of the Houston in Tradition segment. The rodeo and parade both share a common bond, as both of us are events deeply rooted in tradition. And for my money, I believe we're two events that bring this community together like no other, the parade and the rodeo. And after a couple of particularly challenging years, now more than ever, it's important that we continue to support the Houston community as they've supported us. The rodeo is a year-round organization. We're not just 20 days. It takes all year to do what we do with a year-round impact. And as the tradition since 1932, our citywide celebration of Western heritage is supported year after year by Houston, and would not be possible without the support of this great community. And because of that great support and the dedication of over 35,000 volunteers, we still were able last year to surpass our $500 million mark to the youth of Texas and education over those 90 years. And this year will be especially meaningful as we are going to celebrate our 90th anniversary in 2022. So as we're saying at the office a lot, buckle up, Houston. Let's get ready for a great Thanksgiving Day parade, and we can't wait to see you at Rodeo Houston in 2022. Thank you for your support.
Yeehaw. All right. We were discussing earlier how to pronounce our next guest name because it is French, and I was like, well, I do speak French. Cartier, Louis Vuitton, Chardonnay, Bordeaux, Cabriolet. All right. Francis Jalbert is a senior tour publicist with Alegria Cirque du Soleil. You know, that group that you can't figure out how the human body possibly does all of those things. Welcome. Bienvenue.
Merci, thank you. Thank you to the City of Houston, to HEB and HCA to have us today. At Cirque du Soleil, we say that intermission is over. So we're opening our first touring show globally here in Houston following the pandemic, so we're extremely excited. Like they mentioned before, Alegria is starting at Sam Houston Race Park mid-November, and we're extremely excited to be back in Houston, where we stopped just before the pandemic. Alegria was playing here when the pandemic happened. Since the inception of Cirque du Soleil in 1984, we've always tried to give back to the communities we visit, and that's what we're going to do this year with the Thanksgiving Day Parade. So extremely excited to be presenting a special performance of Alegria to open the premiere, to open the parade. And also we'll be inviting some of the workers of HEB and HCA to come see the show as well at our official premiere on November 17th. So extremely excited to be here. Thank you, Mayor Turner. Thank you, HEB. Thank you, HCA. And hopefully we see you all at the parade and under the big top. Thank you.
Just humor me. I want you to say, hello, y'all.
Hello, y'all.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I love the French language. In French, can you say, I'm going to walk my dog? Just say that.
In French?
Yeah, just say it in French.
Je vais aller promener mon chien.
Such a sexy language. You say anything and it sounds great. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
All right. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you someone who works so tirelessly behind the scenes. The rest of the city has no idea who's at the head of making all this stuff happen. As Mayor Turner said earlier, so many things that happen in the city throughout the year, but this is probably the biggest one. No, there's a couple other big ones too. But every time she turns it out, Susan Christian, the director and parade producer for the Mayor's Office of Special Events.
Thank you, Deborah. Mayor, can you imagine how excited I am to be sitting between the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo and Cirque du Soleil? I'm telling you, I'm excited. It makes my little events heart just go pitter-pat. Hey, I want to thank my sister department, the Department of Library, the Library Department, for allowing us to come here and look at this incredible plaza. Of course, it is named the Barbara Bush Literacy Plaza, and I thank all of my friends at the library for allowing us to be here. Thank you. I also want to express my thanks to our sponsors. As the mayor said, last year when this pandemic closed us down, of course it did close down the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo first. And, our hearts all just sank. And then as this pandemic continued to spread, the entire Houston events industry, and in fact the global events industry, shut down. But it did not stop us. We have continued to reimagine events throughout the year. Certainly last year, with the help of every one of these sponsors, we were able to distribute thousands of Thanksgiving meals, and it was just a beautiful thing. I also want to thank Deborah, you and your team. Dale Lockett did an amazing job with the reimagine and step back or look back at the Thanksgiving Day parades in the past, and it was a beautiful memory. But we are so glad to be back. Every one of these sponsors have come back to their full support, and we are very grateful to them. So Lisa, thank you for all you do throughout the year, sponsoring this and so many other things throughout the community. HCA Houston Healthcare, we have become great partners as well. We actually, when we were thinking of the theme for this year, Mayor, and I talked it over with the mayor. And the mayor, of course, being the mayor, he really is an events producer at heart. So he was telling me, well, this is what we could add and this is what we could add. But what we came up with is the heroes that walk among us, Houston heroes. And so that is going to be carried out throughout the theme, whether it was those grocery stockers and all who kept the farmers that kept y'all supplied, and the transportation, which has been so hard. We really thank you for all you've done, HEB. We really thank you for the health care that you've been there. As the mayor said, you've shouldered this entire pandemic, and we thank you. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, the largest volunteer organization that you'll find anywhere. They have volunteered throughout the year, throughout this pandemic, and we're so grateful. Listen, I could go on, but what I'm really excited about is to present to you the heroes that walk among us on Thanksgiving Day. We hope you will bring your entire family down here on this parade route. If you have not made this your tradition, do so, because it's fantastic. It's an incredibly creative parade, and it won't be the same without all of you here. So if you haven't started that tradition, make it your tradition. And listen, Mayor, I especially want to thank you for the inspiration that you provide us with every day. Your leadership is truly remarkable. It is ongoing. It is never ceasing. And for that, I thank you. I love this guy anyway. And I appreciate all of you for coming out. Thank you, Deborah. We love you.
Thank you. Let me just round out with every year we do this parade, and you'll hear people say, whatever it is we went through as a city collectively, as a nation, or as individuals, we take our problems, we leave them at home for the day, we come out, and we look around and see everyone lining the streets, we know that somebody has our back. A stranger will have your back no matter what happens in this city. So thank you all for coming out today. If you have any questions for any of our dignitaries who spoke, please just go ahead and shout those out. And I just want to end off with Ron Trevino, who is my co-worker at KHOU Channel 11. He and I will MC the parade that day, and we can think of no better honor than to celebrate this city.
Look, we are simply hoping that people will work collectively to keep driving those numbers down. Every morning I look at the numbers in our hospital system, and those in the Houston area. At one point, let's say 2 months ago, we had as many as 2,800 in our hospitals dealing with COVID. When I looked at the numbers this morning, I think we were under 700. So we've dramatically come a long, long way. I give a lot of credit to the best healthcare delivery system anywhere in the world. So again, HCA and all of the doctors, the nurses, the respiratory therapists. And that's why, and I'm glad you asked this question, that's why for this parade, we are celebrating the heroes that walk and live amongst us. This is about lifting up those folk who have really been on the front line for us. Dr. Peter Hotez will be the Grand Marshal, Dr. Peter Hotez. And then we will have stockers and grocery workers and nurses and doctors that will be a part of the fire trucks and everything else. This is about thanking people who have been on the front line. And let me tell you, it has not been easy to be on the front line. In terms of preparation for it, I want to continue to ask people to get vaccinated. Let me tell you, it works. So continue to get vaccinated and encourage your neighbors, your friends, and everybody else to do it. That would help to put us in even a safer position. So if we'll just do those things, not only will we be ready for the Thanksgiving Day parade, but we will certainly be ready for the parade that will follow the rodeo parade and the rodeo itself. Look, I'm just excited. I can't tell you how much it will mean to see families, children, you name it, along the streets on Thanksgiving morning. It will say that this city is resilient and we still rise. Regardless of what we've gone through, we are here and we are coming back strong. So just get vaccinated, then just come on out and enjoy the show. I mean, Cirque du Soleil is going to start off, and then I'm going to be dangling, Yeah, I mean, they got to put me in there somewhere, So, you may just see this guy that looks like the mayor just running across the street. But that's a part of the show. I've got to... Let me stop. My daughter's going to call and say, will y'all please pull him quickly? But I hope that answers your question. Get vaccinated. That's all I ask. That's what we ask. The numbers look good. Let's make sure that they look even better. Okay? Do that. Anything else? All right. So we'll see you on Thanksgiving morning. And again, at 9 a.m. And again, because I can't thank enough, I do want to thank ACA. I want to thank HEB. Certainly want to thank the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Want to thank Highland Village. Okay, all the others who are participating as sponsors and underwriters, because literally the last 20 months have been hard. Okay, they've been challenging, they've been difficult, but just like today, you just couldn't ask for a better day than today. Okay, in our city, no matter how dark it gets, the sun will always rise at the end of the dawn. So come on out, come and enjoy, get ready for it. I want to thank the council members. They're going to be part of the Cirque du Soleil show as well. We're going to all dart out. But all smiles. Let me just say, let the stress go, let the anxiety go, and just come on out. And Deborah, what are we gonna sing as we end this press conference?
All I want to know is when you dart out there, what will you be wearing? One of the Cirque du Soleil outfits, or?
Please no.
My doc says, please no. All right. I think it's safe for us to end this press conference right now, but thank you all very much. See you on Thanksgiving morning.